Customers say that trying Leopold's chocolate is love at first bite. Snow ice mixed with bone-chilling temperatures are causing brittle bumpers, sending drivers into auto repair shops. For small businesses like this one and many others, Senator Akshar says that New York is not small business friendly, and he's trying to change that. The students that I spoke with today say that the assistant dean really didn't know what he was talking about when he was being asked the questions from the undercover reporters, and a lot of the students that I spoke with later this afternoon did not want to comment on ISIS. If this proposal goes through, riders won't have any use for this bus stop on James Street after 9 o'clock on weekdays. Hunger hits home with these volunteers, and that is exactly why they're doing this food drive today. All these clothes you see right here have been donated by people within the community. They're then sorted through, and after, whatever remains is donated to those in need. Frank, the Prospect Street interchange has opened today after a lengthy project that left many commuters frustrated. We have been following this story for several months now. Officials wanted the project to provide a safer system for merging vehicles. The westbound ramp at the new Prospect Street interchange will provide a route for these commuters.
Opening up these ramps would improve the mobility around this construction project, so the timing is just right for us to be able to do that. We're going to be opening a couple of the ramps at the exit at the Interchange 4 location, as well as the westbound on-ramp at the new Prospect Street interchange.
While safety was the ultimate goal of the project, many residents were concerned about safety around the construction work as the project has been going on. Frank? I'm here at Rossetti's Pizza Shop, where a fire took place right across the street from here last night, and I'm actually going to speak to some employees to see what they saw firsthand.
Flames started on the 3rd floor, and then we started seeing them on the 2nd floor. They had them put out for quite a while, and then it actually caught back up on fire about an hour later, so they were here most of the night.
A moment that became a challenge to not only those that battled the fire, but those that watched it too.
I didn't know if it was going to explode or what was going to happen. I didn't know. I mean, the fire department got here pretty quick. Wasn't sure if this one was going to catch on fire along with it. I wasn't sure if anything or anyone was inside. It was a pretty freaky moment, and I basically had to get back to work after that.
According to police, no one was injured and the fire was contained within the building.
There's at least 6 fire trucks here at one point, and I want to thank all the fire departments involved and all the police departments involved. They were a big help.
After speaking with the employees, they all said they were safe and able to continue working. Back to you, Frank.
I'm trying to make sure that people understand that when ISIS calls themselves an Islamic state, that there is nothing Islamic about them.
Between politicians and extremists, a negative feeling is being associated to the Islamic world here in America. Just this past Thursday night, a police officer was shot by a man who said he did it in the name of the Islamic State, or ISIS. This, among other events, have led to a negative perception of the Islamic faith. And those within the Muslim community want people to know that their religion is not about that.
Everything that they're doing contradicts the very fundamental principles of Islam and what we are taught in the Quran, that the dignity of life has to be preserved.
They firmly believe, and I believe, that their religion has been co-opted by a small radical group, and they want to disassociate themselves from it, and I welcome all of those remarks.
Members of the Islamic Association of the Southern Tier said that they had enough of all of this negativity and held an open house in Johnson City to combat this type of stereotyping. People of all religions and ethnic backgrounds attended in hopes to learn more about the Islamic faith.
Last year saw so many presentations on television, some saying Islam is the religion of peace, some saying it's one of violence, and seeing so many interviews. I read the Quran myself last year to try to understand. I'm a Catholic, but I wanted to see what it said.
After reading the Quran and attending the open house, Mark, as well as many others, had a better understanding of what the Islamic religion is all about.
It does come across as a religion of peace. Murder is absolutely prohibited. There are strictures in the Quran that say that Muslims and people of the book, who include Christians and Jews, are to compete for good works.
Now, every person I spoke to today said the same thing, that they believe that all religions may be different, but they are still very much alike.
The major concepts are the same. The differences are very slight in the details.
In the children of Abraham, we always start out exploring our differences, and we always end up finding out how much alike we really are.
It's really one faith that we all belong to, and it brings us closer together.
You know, it's important for us, unless there really is a threat being imported, to understand that and to try to work for understanding.
And believe in the diversity of the United States and the strength from diversity, the better off we're all going to be.
Those that went to the Islamic Association of the Southern Tier's open house proved that even with diversity, people of all backgrounds can work together as one.
I go to a Jesuit university, work with a Jewish professor. I'm Muslim. We're looking for a cure to a disease found in the Palestinian population. We're all working together for the betterment of all of society, no matter what religion.
In Johnson City, Brianna Case, Fox 40 HD News. People laced and warmed up today for the Stop DWI Returning Warrior Run. American flags lined the walkways of Otsenango Park for the Returning Warrior Run. People ran to help raise money in support of their Southern Tier Veterans Support Group. They ran to take a stand against drunk driving.
We found that the traffic crashes are the #1 killer of veterans in the first 12 months after getting home from overseas. We want to raise awareness about the aggressive driving techniques that they were taught to keep themselves alive overseas are very dangerous when you come back home.
People of all ages were able to run either a 5-mile or 10-mile. There was also a kids race to get the little ones involved. This isn't just a run for those participating. It's a way to bring everyone together and raise awareness.
It's amazing how all my friends and everyone in the community comes together to support the veterans and this great cause where all the money goes to help them as they come back from overseas from their deployments.
Where not a lot of people understand what veterans go through when they come back from war, and for us to do whatever we can to help them to get back to normal is just, it's important.
Dog tags were given to finishers as an added way to show appreciation and support to all veterans. Proceeds are used to connect local vets with the services available through the Binghamton Vet Center. At Otsenango Park, Brianna Case, Fox 40 HD News. Barking fills the halls of the Humane Society. It seems almost like these animals are calling out for a new home. And today was the day to make it happen. All pets at all ages were labeled fee-free and ready to be adopted during the Humane Society's Black Friday blowout sale today.
We have a huge waiting list of animals right now. We have like 200 cats on a waiting list, 30 to 40 dogs, and what better way to kind of clear out the shelter now.
Sounds like a great way to add a new member to the family during the holidays.
In the spirit of the holidays and to bring awareness to the homeless animals in our community. We have close to 100 animals here in the shelter now. Some aren't available for adoption as of yet because they're still getting vet care. However, they're all looking for new homes. So what a better time when people have some time off around the holidays to bring a new family member in.
As easy as it may seem to get a pet, there's still a process people have to go through to take home one of these fur babies.
An adoption application process where we ask people where do they live, do they have a source of income, can they provide the medical care that an animal would need. We try to screen them.
The process is well worth it because the experience it gives families and the animals is priceless. Evelyn and her brother Michael know this feeling firsthand.
It's going to be like the best feeling in the world knowing that you have some sort of companion there with you. They're just so sweet.
They were able to adopt the cat they applied for all in the same day. Another fee-free adoption is scheduled for tomorrow from 11 to 4. Organizers hope more animals will be prancing into new homes. In Binghamton, Brianna Case, Fox 40 HD News.